Yeah,
Oh
it
boy.
may just be. It's going to be a whole roller coaster.
Oh yeah, we'll see. Listen, Peter might say yes.
No,
I'll
he's not.
text. I don't know. I'll text Josh, and so maybe if he gets out of the shower, we can get him on.
He's going to take an hour-long shower now. Sorry, Chandler. I was in there for the whole time.
He senses it. He
Mhm.
knows.
He knows. This is the Experience Podcast with me and who knows who else.
No one knows who might arrive at this point.
Right now, it's just Chandler.
We're just vibing.
But it could be anyone, really. People may come in.
It could be up to like 5 or 6 people. If
People
we
will
get
probably
lucky.
leave. Yep.
I mean, I'm on a pretty strict time limit. We got an hour for this, so
Yeah. So
get things
something
moving.
here. I got someone's resume that was shared with me. Huh.
That's They're applying to be on the podcast.
I
They
think
have a
they're
very
applying to be on the
strict
podcast.
They
Yeah.
have a very strict application
Yeah.
process. Only the best of the best can be on this.
Yeah, so we don't have any plans here for today, especially considering no one's here. Uh,
I mean, this is kind of my fault because I rescheduled this.
yeah, go ahead. So Chandler, tell them the background. Tell the listeners why you're such a bad person.
So I mean, you texted me on like Tuesday or something, like many days in advance.
Not that, but not that far in advance.
Not like a ridiculous amount of time in advance, but pretty far in advance. And I was like, okay, this should work out because like I've been trying to get better about like making a calendar and putting things on the calendar. Problem is, I'm still in the process of getting better at it. So if I forget to put something on the calendar, it just doesn't exist.
Mhm.
I just forget about it entirely, and that's what happened. Uh, and I like was in the midst of like doing other things, like a lot of chores and stuff, and I was
What were
like,
you
I
doing?
can't just
What were you doing?
like just like my laundry needed to get finished, and I didn't want to leave it in, and I like also needed to cook food. Many things were happening, and I was like, if I have to do it right now, I can, but I would rather not.
Hold on. You said you were doing laundry yesterday. Is that what you just said?
Did I say laundry? I meant dishes.
No. You've already some kind of slip because you've been talking about laundry that you did today. So is
Well,
this a
that's why I
full
said laundry, because it was in my head, but I meant dishes.
2-day laundry process?
Peter says he could do next weekend, but he's busy right now.
He's not.
Well,
He's not.
all
Okay.
right, all right. So I said, want to come on the podcast. We're desperate for guests. He said, when would it be? I said, now. He says, no, I'm busy right now, but I could do next weekend. He's offering for next weekend.
You know what? Next weekend he's going to be busy. He could do the following weekend.
I'm gonna say this was just say, well, nah, you're good unless you really wanna.
He missed the boat. Sorry. We're not recording next weekend. Just for that.
You've missed your chance. I don't know. Day's been super hectic, dude. Like, woke up this morning and we were gonna go on a run.
You and Josh.
Me and Katie. Weather said it was
We don't
raining.
talk about her.
What?
We don't talk about her on the podcast.
Talked about Katie.
We don't do that. She's an enemy of the podcast.
She's not an
We don't-
enemy. She just
we don't
wanna
talk
come
about
on.
We don't talk.
Weather said it was raining. It wasn't, but it said it was about to rain. So we were like, oh, should we go running now? I don't really have time to do it later, so maybe we could do it tomorrow. But tomorrow it says it's also going to rain. So we don't know what to do. And then Katie gets an email saying she's been recommended for further diagnostic testing. So we're like, all right, we're not running. That solves that dilemma, but it introduces another one. Hopefully it's just per batch, but I don't know. Who knows?
What kind of test did she get?
Like the surveillance test where they do the
COVID-19
batches.
test?
It's
Okay.
yeah, it's like the
Could have been
5.
another test.
It could have been another test. About 5, yeah, like the batch testing. I I'm slightly optimistic because I know that it's certainly possible that it's not her. I've heard that a friend of a friend, he I think 4 times in a row got recommended for diagnostic testing, and each time it wasn't him. And then he actually got it, so.
I mean, you've also had it 10 times now since the beginning of
I've
the
had
pandemic?
it two times.
Okay.
I've had it 2 times, which, like, I don't know. The first time, it was kind of like, I had symptoms, but it wasn't that bad. The second time, it was much worse. Losing losing your sense of smell is the weirdest thing that's ever happened to me.
Alright. Reese
Reese has responded.
is coming on soon.
All right, cool. We've got at least one more person.
And he has a story to tell.
Oh boy. Oh.
Thank goodness we can get right out of this Chandler COVID-19 mess that we're in right now.
Oh god.
I mean, what are the betting odds that you get it again? I think they're pretty high, right?
The betting odds?
Like, I would put money on it.
So here's the thing. There are two competing factors here. On one hand, my immune system is garbage. On the other hand, from what I have seen, it seems like after you get it again, you're supposed to have immunity, and if you have a more severe case, you have like more immunity. I don't know how true that is, but my case was more severe last time, so maybe it'll hold off for longer. I don't know. I also might get the vaccine soon because I have asthma, and that's apparently a risk thing.
It's really not, though. It's actually
no, like it's not. Like I should not. I should not get the vaccine first.
On the surface level, you would think it would be a risk, but like statistically, it hasn't been.
Yeah, like I should not be first. You know, I should be like out of the general population, like dead.
Very low. Well, no, you should be toward the bottom, right?
Or out of like all of the students. I mean, not like out of the population of students.
Well, they're vaccinating the students pretty early, right?
Yeah, like they want to get everyone vaccinated by, I think they said the end of March. I don't know if that'll happen. I don't think so.
I'm not sure that's the best use of our resources anyway. Like,
What
how
do you
did
mean?
Georgia Tech get all these vaccines?
I don't know.
Just they found them in the street?
Well, I mean, I guess we're a public institution, so like, I have no idea. I feel again, we should be vaccinating all of the healthcare workers and everything, but like, I don't know, like, how fast are they doling it out to everyone who's like over 65?
I know in New York, that's where I am, the appointments are booked until like mid-April. And they're not planning on getting past that 65 and up until like May.
Dang.
Like they said like 16 weeks.
Really?
How long this like 65 and up and first responders phase is going to take in New York State.
To be fair, there are a lot more people in New York.
Yeah, I know.
Just in general.
Yeah. That's why I'm asking how like Georgia
it.
Tech kind of created their own process. You know what I mean? Like they're not following the Georgia State.
I have no idea. Well, like they are still following like the phases they say, but I don't know. No one knows anything. I think the regulators are just figuring it out as they go along, which fair enough. I don't know. We'll see what happens. My sister got the vaccine because she helped give the vaccine to people, so that's pretty cool. I mean, she had it like a month ago. But I guess that's still good.
I think that's good. I think I don't know the exact timeline.
If my current, what I'm acting of is that, like, I'm still being safe. Like, I'm still wearing masks and, like, everything. But, like, I am less stressed about things after I have had COVID for about 3 months, because that's how long it took me to get it again. Once I had it the first time.
You're
So I think 3
hosting
months
parties every day.
is a good ballpark. Ballpark.
Big parties.
No, I'm not hosting.
You guys just spit in each other's mouths. I mean, just.
Oh, it's not that kind of party. I don't know. I've been socially interacting with like 3 people. Oh, Josh has responded. Just said what? The Experience Podcast.
He's never heard of it before.
You want to
I don't
join
even know
us?
if he's been on. You know,
I don't think he has.
I don't think he has.
I don't think he has.
You would think he would, obviously,
Oh yeah.
but and it's not without asking. I think I've asked him for several times over the last 3 years, or however long I've known you guys. Is it 3 years? Your third year?
Yeah, it's my 3rd year.
You guys are growing up.
It's
Not little kids anymore, you know.
Josh says he needs breakfast.
He can eat during. I don't think he realizes we're pretty flexible here. He could shower during the show. He can eat during the show.
Eat during.
I guess it depends on what he's eating. If he's like one of those guys
Josh, come here.
he's one of those guys that goes all out for breakfast, you know.
Here he is.
Hey,
You
what's
should
up?
join us. He's here.
I'm here.
Josh, is your eggs
How-
Benedict too much of a priority?
He can't hear
I
you.
cannot hear you.
Okay.
We are struggling for guests right now. Do you want to join us?
Is it happening right now?
Yes.
'Cause, like,
Just like post something.
that's what I was doing, and you were like, Josh, come here, and I'm like,
Well, I'll send you the Blue Jays link. You can like come in and out. It doesn't matter.
okay.
All right, we're getting him on. What? 3:15. Just introduce a little bit more chaos into this, shall we?
Of course. I mean, Blake may not come on until 2:45. So
Just get him right at the end. Just don't say anything.
No.
Just see if you can spot when he comes in. Fun little game for the listener.
and I don't know what's going on with Reese. I mean, he's got this insane story to tell apparently, but that was 10 minutes ago.
I'm hoping we get to hear it.
I don't think these people realize how much of a struggle it is for Chandler and me to host this show.
Every week.
All right. I mean, we can. What do we got here? We could play the game while we wait. I think there's new questions. Or we could wait for Josh. How quickly is Josh?
I think Josh is just like microwaving a biscuit or something. He should be on momentarily.
Yeah.
Although, who knows? Literally all Josh eats is taquitos and microwavable biscuits.
I don't think that's good.
Well, he eats like frozen vegetables sometimes. I don't know. I don't see half of what he eats. I think he just like photosynthesizes sometimes.
He probably does. Yeah.
How far are we into this? 15 minutes?
What is this gonna end? Fuck out yet. I don't know. I got some nights. I have working nights coming up, so that's why we're trying to plan ahead here.
You have what?
Working nights. coming
Oh
up,
boy.
so I can't record during those. It's hard to record while I'm working anyway.
Do you record when you're working?
I don't mean when I'm working. I mean on the days that I work. So even if I work days, it's a 12-hour shift. So I'm working 6 to 6. By the time I come
Sucks.
home, it's like I eat dinner and then you just want to go to sleep because then you got.
Yeah, exactly. Just
I have done it a couple times, but it's a bit of a mess because you guys are like, I want to record it whenever. Or Chandler, who just keeps moving it. I think you've done this several times as you've moved
no.
the time.
I have said I could do it and then not been able to do it.
Yeah.
That has happened, but I've never rescheduled until now. I don't think. But I mean, this has been going on for 3 years now, so who knows?
Has it been 3? I feel like it's been longer. I gotta get out of this. I think.
I gotta finish this podcast up. Do you have any plans for like retiring it?
I'm working on it. I mean, it's the problem is it keeps doing well.
you got so many good listeners.
People keep listening, you know. I got to find a reliable host.
Or let's see who to pass the torch to.
And the problem is Chandler is just too busy these days.
I just,
Getting COVID, giving COVID. I mean, it's,
I'm a busy man. I just
What's
keep
the-
hearing various kitchen noises.
all right, Chandler, we'll play the game while we wait.
Right.
Because I don't think you've answered any of these questions.
Okay, fair
I
enough.
don't remember the last time you played.
How long is this list?
I have written 231 questions.
That's a lot of questions. I will give you that.
They're all written by me.
Bad.
Oh yeah, they're all bad. Are paper clips just staples with commitment problems?
I have
You
heard this
answered
one.
that. You answered
I have
that.
heard
Okay.
this one.
Let me go to a new one then. Are donuts overpriced? Have you answered that?
Donuts well, it depends on where you go. I think Krispy Kreme can be a little pricey. But if you go to oh, Josh is here.
No, I'm here.
Josh, are donuts overpriced?
Depends on where you go.
That's what I said. That's what I said.
You guys roommates?
Yeah. I mean, if you go to Dunkin' Donuts, then yeah, they're overpriced in my opinion. Just because.
I think Krispy Kreme's more overpriced than Dunkin'.
Really?
I mean,
I think-
I have never gone to Dunkin' to get donuts, so that's just my initial impression.
What donut
Sorry.
isn't overpriced then?
I'd say Krispy Kreme.
Well, if you get a large number of donuts, then I think it's fair. But small
Yeah.
number of donuts, no.
I mean,
There's this local muffin shop in Birmingham that I think has very fairly priced donuts.
Oh, we've all heard of that place. Yeah.
yeah. Oh yeah. I've been there multiple times.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
They
all the
make
times I've
some
been in
damn
Birmingham. Yeah, I think Dunkin' Donuts and Krispy Kreme do have separate appeals, and they are affordably priced for those appeals. Like Dunkin', you're going in to get coffee, and you maybe want a donut on the side.
Yes.
That's probably more affordable. Whereas Krispy Kreme,
Well, you want a
gonna get
dozen
a
donuts
dozen.
and you want them now.
exactly, you're not gonna be like, oh, can I get a donut, and then just leave,
I feel like that's
I
an
have
exact
done
conversation.
that once before.
Yeah.
It is the weirdest experience in the world, let me tell you.
Yeah.
What's the next question, Daniel?
Okay, the next question. Sorry, I got multitasking here. Are squirrels misunderstood?
No. Fuck squirrels.
I don't think I even understand squirrels. I'll be honest.
Well, that's the problem then, I guess.
Yeah. They're just big rats that climb trees. Tree rats.
Have
Support them
you
up,
seen a squirrel without hair on their tail? It's the worst thing.
Yeah.
They're just rats.
Yeah. Would you ever keep a squirrel as a pet? I feel like they'd be bad pets,
No.
but also great. Because
What's
sugar
good about it?
gliders. I mean, they're basically just sugar gliders, but they can't glide.
Well, then that takes out all the appeal.
I mean, you still got the sugar.
No. Listen, if you're gonna have a rodent as a pet, then why would you not just get a normal rat? Rats are smart. Squirrels are
They are,
fucking
yeah.
stupid.
Yeah. Rats or mice, though? That's the question.
I don't know anything about mice.
I mean, they're just like rats, but they have smaller tails, I think, right?
I thought mice were slightly different.
I mean, probably. I think they're slightly smarter, right? And
The
less.
snout is different too, right?
Is it?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Rats,
Okay,
yeah.
yeah.
Really enthralling conversation we've got going on here.
Can Scrabble be played alone?
Technically,
Yeah. I don't.
I guess you would try to beat your high score to see
Yeah.
the longest words you can make.
Yeah, I can see that happening. It'd be slightly less fun, but yeah, I can see that.
I mean,
It'd be
Scrabble's already not fun.
Hey, don't diss Scrabble like that, man. It's a good
I am
game.
dissing Scrabble like that. Like, if I want to play like a fun word game, I'd play Bananagrams or Boggle. There's no, I don't know.
Fair, fair.
I need something fast paced.
Gotcha. I will say Boggle is superior to Scrabble.
Boggle's super fun.
Mm-hmm.
Basement or
And you-
attic?
Say that one more time.
Oh,
Basement or attic?
Basement.
easily basement.
Basement.
More
Like
room-
it's like
there's more
prime
room in
gaming
the-
setup area, you know? Like when I was like 12 or 10, I had my Xbox 360 in the basement with a sofa, and that's where all my friends would come over and we'd play like Black Ops 2 or whatever. It was a good time.
Yeah, that was kind of same here. I was like, I had a room upstairs, but then things happened, and suddenly there were more children, so I had to move my room downstairs.
Yeah.
What happened?
So I was just in the basement.
Yeah.
My parents had more kids.
How does that work?
You know, I don't know. Who knows where babies come from, you know?
Wait, Chandler, you have parents?
I know, it's crazy. It seems no one has
Yo.
parents these days.
That's insane.
Eh,
Do you dance
yes.
I used to.
in a past life?
Yeah, in a past life. When I lived in Maryland and was also in middle school.
The middle school dance, that was some good stuff, though.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, you think you've experienced, like, true pain if you, like, get rejected, and then you look on it 4 years later, it's like, they were... No.
I'm still holding that pain.
Are we all?
Ritz crackers or club crackers?
Club crackers, easily.
Really? I prefer Ritz.
Well, all right. I will take that back. If I'm just going to eat crackers, then club crackers.
Okay.
If I'm going to eat them, Ritz are fantastic for making things like bacon dip with. They're fantastic for like baking food with it, or like Ritz with like cheese and like
Yeah.
maybe some like a little piece of like maybe like a charcuterie board. That's what Ritz is for. Club is for just eating mindlessly.
It was. I prefer Ritz just because whenever I get sick as a kid, that's what my mom would bring on the plate. It'd be like,
Oh yeah.
here's a bowl of soup and some Ritz crackers. I associate that with my mom now.
That's good. That's cute.
But yeah,
Gosh, that was very touching. I don't think we could. I don't think we can move on. I mean,
dang.
Chandler's crying over there.
Boy.
Does whitening toothpaste work?
Actually, I can't use whitening toothpaste because it messes with my gums. So I don't know.
Have you tried to use whitening toothpaste?
Yes, I used it for 3 years, and my dentist was like, "What is wrong with your gums?" And I'm like, "I don't know." And they were like, "Do you use whitening toothpaste?" And I was like, "Yeah." And they're like,
Don't do
"Stop! Don't do
that.
that." Yeah, but it's also really hard to find toothpaste without whitener in it. So sometimes I just use toothpaste with whitening in it, and I think it works. I don't know.
Be fine.
Yeah.
Is it possible to fold a fitted sheet?
I mean, probably there is some god out there that knows how to do it, but I certainly don't know.
Yeah. I just ball it up. That's my go-to.
Can God create a fitted sheet so fitted that not even he can fold it?
Ooh.
Does
I would assume
Febreze
so.
does Febreze work?
Yes.
Yes,
100%.
easily.
I think everyone else has said no to that.
Really?
Wow.
What?
Yeah.
Works
We
like
just,
a charm.
We just have low standards, I guess.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe my nose is still broken from COVID.
That's a possibility.
I think we're out of ones that Chandler hasn't answered.
Well, let's see what Josh has to say.
We'll see what Josh has to say to. Are you a bathroom talker?
No. Absolutely.
I was just confused by the question.
Yeah, no. It's like you go in there You get done, you get out. If there's somebody in there you don't even make eye contact. You don't look at them. You go in and you're like, and you leave, and you're done. You maybe talk while you're washing your hands, but that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Not discussion you need to be having, in my opinion.
Have you ever flirted in an airport?
I don't think so. No, I have not, no.
So, alright. Question.
Answer.
Does this mean flirting just with a random person that is in the airport? Or just, have I ever done the act of flirting in an airport? With someone that, like, I already know.
Chandler, we don't need to hear about what you're doing with Josh in the airport, okay?
If it's the former, then no. I think the airport is like the least flirtatious place that you could exist.
Yeah.
Because everyone's just stressed and trying to get home, you know?
Yeah, it's like there's a bar at the airport, but nobody there wants to talk. They just want to drink and wait for the,
They
for
just
their
want to
next flight.
drown their sadness.
Exactly.
Stromboli or calzone?
I don't think I've answered this one. What is a stromboli?
Hold on, Josh is taking the biggest bite in the world of breakfast, so we're gonna wait 10 minutes for him to finish chewing. There is a
Sausage
difference.
What is the difference?
I'm waiting for Josh. Go ahead.
Oh,
I'll
I'm
get
done.
there.
I'm done.
So it's the way that they're made, right? The stromboli is more like is rolled, whereas calzone is wrapped, like folded.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. I think stromboli is easier to carry. Because I'm like thinking about the differences now. I think if I need portability, I would go stromboli, but if I want quality, I would go calzone.
Yeah, I've only ever had a calzone, so
Just fold a pizza in half.
there we go. I've done that before.
All right. Does "I'll let you know" mean no?
Yes, absolutely. 100%.
Most of the time.
Yeah, there has been one situation where my assumption on that got me into deep shit, but
Oh God, do tell, Josh.
I think I've told you before, Chandler, right?
You've told me so many stories. They all just kind of blur together at this point. Your high school was just a wild experience.
No, this was freshman year college.
That was also a wild. That was also a
Yes.
wild experience.
Yeah. So, there was a girl in my math class, and I was really into her, and we'd been hanging out, and I'm like, I should just ask her out. So one day we're walking back, and I'm like, hey, do you want to go out sometime? Do you
Oh
wanna go
wait,
on a
God,
date?
it's this story. Oh, I remember now. Oh God. Oh.
And she just like stops, and she's like, maybe. And I'm like, cool.
Oh,
Cool.
okay.
That's just a no,
We'll
but
get 'em
polite.
next time.
We'll get them next time. So I go back to my dorm, and I'm like super bummed out. And I remember one of my friends that I went to high school with in North Carolina was coming to Hack GT, which was this weekend. And I'm like, oh, cool. Maybe I'll text her, see what she's planning to do. And she's like, oh yeah, by the way, I need a place to crash this weekend. Can I stay in your dorm with you? And I'm like, oh, okay. I could see this working out. So I
And,
asked my
and to be
roommate.
clear, this is a different girl, right?
This is a completely different girl.
Yeah. Okay.
She goes to a different college entirely. So I go back to my dorm. I ask my roommate, hey, do you mind if I have a friend crash here over the weekend? And he's like, oh yeah, don't even worry about it. I'm going to be hiking and camping this weekend. I won't even be here. And my mind's going like, hey, this is the best outcome that could happen. So he's going to be leaving Saturday morning, and that Friday night is a band party. It was the Halloween band party. So I go there, I get completely shit-faced, come back to my apartment, and the girl is there, and she's like, oh my God, Josh, haven't seen you in like 3 years because I moved away from North Carolina before my sophomore year of high school. And I'm like, oh yeah, cool. Let's go here, Crash. And my roommate's like, hey. I'm like, oh, this is her, this is him. Introduce. Everybody goes to sleep. I wake up, and my roommate is like, hey, see you guys, I'm leaving. You two have fun now. And I'm like, okay, yeah, he knows. And so I get up.
I already know how the story's gonna end, so this is just hilarious.
I get up, I shower, I come back to my dorm, and she's like, hey, so I'm thinking, like, instead of doing Hack GT, I just kind of just want to, like, hang here for the whole weekend, if that's cool with you. And I'm like, we got him, let's go, we got him. It turned out okay. And then I check my phone. And it's a text from the girl I'd asked out, and she's like, hey, I thought about it. I do want to date. And I'm like, oh no. Oh no. I don't want to be that asshole who, like, is like, oh, sorry, I've already moved on. You know?
I mean, this was like the day after, right?
This was the day after.
God.
Oh.
Like,
so,
this is a situation where, like, but you can't blame yourself either. You know?
Yeah, no. Like, I assumed she meant no by the maybe, and I was like, okay, cool, that's fine. I can move on. And then shit just, like, perfectly lined up, and I'm like, cool, this is going great. And then it all collapsed, essentially. So I'm here with this old friend from high school, and she's like, hey, you want to just hang here? And I'm like, yeah, totally. So we just hang out and play video games all weekend, and I am essentially just trying to act completely ignorant to any of her advances the entire weekend. And I feel like such an asshole by the end of the weekend. But I'm still friends with the one girl, and dated the girl for like a year and a half, so.
You go.
It worked out in the end.
Everything's fine.
Everything's great. Everything's fine. That was that. That was a fucking story.
We may not have gotten Blake's story, but at least we got Josh's story.
Blake does have a story. Reese has the story.
Or, sorry, Reese. Sorry.
Which may not happen now. I guess
Where is he?
It's still going on.
No way.
All right, are we done with that, Josh? Anything else?
We're
Any
done with
other
that
girl
one
problems?
question?
Yeah, any other girl problems?
Mm-hmm.
All right. As he takes another giant bite.
I took a smaller bite this time.
Do you go out of your way to find cheaper gas?
I don't have a car.
Next question.
That's way too much effort. Like, come on, you're using up the gas. Like, you're using up the money you're gonna save by going, like, to find better, like, cheaper gas.
Yeah. My dad does that, and I'm like, Dad, it's 2 cents cheaper over there. And he's like, yes, it's 2 cents cheaper over there. You're correct.
Should t-shirt tucking be allowed?
Allowed, yes. Encouraged, no.
Yeah, no. Should not be encouraged.
It's something you can do if you, for some reason, feel it necessary.
Yeah, I feel like if your shirt doesn't have a collar, there's no real reason that you should want to tuck it in.
There is one exception to this. There's one exception to this. If you are out going running and it's cold,
True.
Tuck your shirt in and then have the jacket over it. But then you wouldn't even see that the shirt is tucked in.
Yeah, or you're a plumber. I feel like plumbers tuck their shirts in. Yeah.
Or you're a plumber.
Yeah. Just stop the plumber crack.
Yeah, that's how you solve the problem.
That's a problem in today's society?
I believe that's a problem in today's society.
How many times have you experienced this, Josh?
I mean, I don't want to get into it, but at least once.
He definitely liked it. Okay, next one. Upper cone.
Upper cone?
Upper cone? Oh,
Up
for ice
or
cream.
cone?
Okay. Cone, obviously. You can eat it. If it was
Uh,
edible cups, then maybe.
it depends on the situation. If I'm about to take it in someone's car, I'm not going to get a cone. But in almost any other circumstance, cone.
That's it, that's fair.
I usually prefer like the sugary kind of smaller cones to the big waffle cones
Oh, really?
most of the time. Just A, because of nostalgia. B, because the waffle cone, I feel like there's always just too much cone to ice cream. The ratio isn't right.
Yeah. I think waffle cones, like their strong suit is letting the ice cream melt into it, kind of.
Yeah, but then it just spills out all over you if it's not closed at the bottom.
Oh yeah. I mean, that's just bad cone design.
If it is a good waffle cone, which is kind of hard to find these days,
Hmm.
then I'm down with a waffle cone. Especially if it's warm. Oh,
Oh yes.
they're like
And
freshly
then
made.
yeah, and then it melts it. It melts the ice cream for you quickly.
That's the good
That's
shit.
that's peak waffle cone right there.
Yeah. Daniel, you're really like getting involved on your podcast. I really appreciate it.
I got a lot of stuff going on. My mom just called me. Reese needs me to email him the link. I'm trying to find more questions. There's a lot going on here.
I want that story, Reese. I want that story.
Yeah.
I want to build it up as much as possible, so when it's like something completely mundane,
He's just like,
everyone's expectations are shattered.
But yeah, I was at Walmart. All right, thanks, Reese. Okay.
Ask him what he was getting at Walmart.
Josh, wallet or purse?
I mean, wallet. I don't like carrying bags, and I have pockets, so. Even backpacks, like, backpacks are a nuisance to me. I don't know why.
I think in general, women prefer purses because none of their clothes have any pockets.
Exactly.
Why not?
Exactly. We are privileged. It's great.
This is the patriarchy at work.
Yes. When they say male privilege, this probably isn't what they mean, but it applies.
But it's part of it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Have you ever Googled Google?
Probably. That seems like
Probably
something
at
I would
some
do as a
point.
kid.
I
I
don't
was
think so.
I was a dumb kid. I did that.
Every
Just a-
kid is dumb, Josh.
Yeah. But I mean, like, I was exceptionally dumb.
You're
Alright.
particularly dumb.
Yeah.
Stacy or Stacy's mom?
I mean, Stacy's mom has got it going on.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Easily Stacy's mom. I mean, have you seen the music video? Stacy is like 12.
Oh yeah, that is well.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure she's aged since the music video, but still.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Is the song "When I Was Your Man" depressing if you have an ex-girlfriend?
I don't know the song.
I think I remember some of the song, but I don't know. Probably for some people, like I certainly have my sad. I thankfully I do not. I am currently in a happy relationship, but I have had my share of. I've had my share of sad boy breakup songs.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
Bruno Mars. Okay.
Sliding that right in. Yeah, I've been in a happy relationship. What are we talking about?
All right, come on. That was related to the conversation. I'm not just bringing it up. Whatever.
Oh, I do know the song. Okay.
I was a man.
I think it's just a good song.
Yeah, Bruno Mars rarely misses.
Yeah.
Cream or sugar?
I know the answer to this question.
Yeah. I don't drink crazy amounts of coffee, but I think I prefer cream over sugar.
Yeah, cream boys.
Hey. Don't say, never say that. Chandler, never say that again.
Oh, cream boys.
No. That's
Speaking
not
of cream
right.
boys,
Hey, it's Reese.
Reese, tell us your goddamn story.
Reese has been making us wait for almost an hour now. We're closing in up toward the end of the podcast at this point.
Yeah, he doesn't even have his mic working, it sounds like.
Yeah, he does. I don't think he wants to talk to us.
Yeah, nah, he's
We
not
cannot
saying
hear you, Reese.
anything.
That's nothing.
We're going to continue to wait for Reese to be able to talk to us. Anything else from the Cream Boys, or should we go to the next one?
Come on.
I don't like that phrase. I don't like that phrase, Daniel.
I've already read it. That's the podcast title.
Hello?
There he is. He's here.
There we go. Okay, no, you didn't tell me Josh Lisk was here. If I knew Josh, you would be here.
Reese, turn it way down. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, turn it way up now.
a little more.
Tell us your story, Reese. What do you got?
Well, hey, how about that?
A little more.
A little closer.
How's that?
Hey, there we go.
Perfect.
How's that? Okay. Oh no, my roommates were cutting my hair.
Mm.
That's all I got. And I was like, I have time before 2. And it took a little longer.
We were starting at
Not great.
1:30. What are you talking about?
Well, yesterday was 2, so that's the
So
time.
it's still Chandler's fault.
It's still my fault. It's always my fault.
The Cream. Wait, did I hear the Cream Boys?
Yeah, the Cream Boys.
I don't know if I can make that the title. I think it's gonna. I don't want it to get flagged.
Come on, why not?
I don't want it to get flagged.
Was it because they're so pale and creamy?
No,
I'm
we
just
that's
trying
just
to
me.
remember where
we
that came
prefer
from.
cream over sugar.
Mhm.
Oh, okay. Yes.
What do we got, Daniel?
We're still going out. Is that really it, Reese? You're just getting a haircut?
I mean, yeah, no, I was okay. So they were just cutting my hair, and it took like forever. And then when I looked at the time, I was like, "Oh, it's 2. I should probably go." And then you were like, and then I saw for like 1. Pretty much it. I thought it was 2, and then it actually took longer, way longer. Than it took like an hour longer than that. Pretty much it. Pretty much.
You
the
got
entire
5
story.
minutes. Tell us your story.
That's
Josh, do you like automatic sinks?
Yes.
Automatic
I don't like automatic soap, though.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, automatic
sinks.
soap is so annoying.
Now I hear what you said.
What's wrong with soap?
I mean, it's just like, while you're washing your hands, typically it's like right off to the side, and you're like putting your hands under, you put your forearm under the soap, and it's like, oh, now you have soap in your forearm, and you gotta like, and then you gotta get it again with your hands, and you wash it off, and there's more soap on your arm, you know? Just me?
No, I usually just don't have it. Like, it just doesn't happen. Like, I just
That's fair.
And it just never like.
Yeah, they're always
just never
broken,
comes
too.
on my
It
hands.
sucks. Also, all right. Am I the only one? I don't know what pink soap they consistently use in like so many public restrooms, but it smells like shit. And
It's
I hate
so
it.
bad.
It makes your
Yeah.
hands feel weird. Why this soap?
I wonder what it's supposed to smell like. Like what it's
don't
based
know.
Maybe just pink? Pink eye?
on. Would you say pink eye or pink guy?
Pink eye.
Neither.
Take your pick.
All right, Cream Boys. Crosswalk or sidewalk?
Wait, I'm not involved in the cream, but you're talking to the. You're talking-
Josh and I are the only
talking-
Cream Boys here.
right?
I believe so.
I'm not part of this.
Reese,
I
if
mean,
you
do
want to
you
be,
wanna-
you can.
Yeah, do you want to be part of this?
In this instance, I'm okay with being left out. But
That's fair.
when I heard Cream Boys for the first time, I thought that kind of worked.
And that rubbed him the wrong way.
I don't even remember the question.
Yeah, I don't need it. Crosswalk or sidewalk?
Oh, yeah.
Crosswalk.
Sidewalk.
Hot
Unless I need to
tub,
cross the street.
hot tub or hot bath?
Right? Wait. Crosswalk. Sidewalk. Unless you need to do the thing that a crosswalk is made for, in which case
Exactly.
I would obviously pick a crosswalk.
Yeah.
Just
I
build
learned
an
so much
entire
about you
sidewalk
just now.
across the road. I mean, that's what they do for the CRC, essentially. It's just a whole ass sidewalk.
That is true. Hey, it was hot tub or hot bath, Daniel?
Hot tub or hot bath?
Ooh, hot tub. Easily.
But can you have sex in a hot bath?
Yeah.
I don't
Of
want to know.
course. I haven't done it, but it seems reasonable if you have a big enough
Me
bath.
neither, but just
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I feel like you just put a few candles around it, boom, done, easy.
A few toasters
Maybe not the toasters.
so they can just provide.
Yeah, maybe. Oh no, maybe put some candles in the toasters and then turn the toasters on and like melts the candle from the bottom up.
This is
So you do it.
going
Have your like panini
so quickly
while
off
you're
the
eating,
rails.
while you eat your panini while you're at the bath, and just
Mm-hmm.
the hairdryer ready.
Is whole milk just cream?
Wait, you've asked this before. This is just lazy.
No, Josh hasn't heard these.
Well, I was on the show. You asked the same question.
Reese,
This is
I have a
Josh's first time on the show. Cut him some slack.
I can't write these questions constantly. Okay, there's only so
At
much
least
space.
ask him like, is cream just whole milk instead of is whole milk? Just at least reverse it.
That's not the question.
Okay. You know what? Yeah, just go for it, Josh.
Yeah, I'd say no. I'd say whole milk is watered down cream.
That's what I'm talking about. There's a cream spectrum.
Yeah.
Bring it
Yeah,
back
how-
to cream spectrum, the cream scale.
That was already a title, so we can't do the cream boys.
Yeah, Chandler, where do we stand on the cream spectrum as the cream boys?
Like, we're like, you know, if 10 is like full-on cream, I'd say we're like an 8.
Okay.
It's like half
So-
and half.
Okay.
Like a
so
whole
when-
milk.
Yeah, and where's whole milk and where's half milk?
Whole milk is about dead center.
Okay.
Skim milk and water on the 0.
And half milk is like 2.5?
But it's half milk.
It's just a quart of whole milk.
What?
Half milk?
No.
Half
Yeah.
milk?
No.
What?
I was thinking
Yeah.
like, all right, so we've got skim milk at like a 1,
Okay.
1% at like a 2, 2% at like a 4, whole milk
Okay.
at a 5,
And then half
half
milk
and
at
half
like
at like a
2.5.
7.
No, not half and half. Half milk.
What do you mean half milk? What is this
What
half
does that
milk?
mean?
You have
Like
whole
half-
milk. You take half
half
of it.
the,
It's half milk now,
Half
right?
of the amount of
No.
milk that you would normally consume.
I mean, it would be half as much cream in that instance, but I hate
Yeah.
it.
It's the
One
same.
standard metric volume of cream.
Mhm. If we say whole milk isn't called whole milk by the ratio of cream to water, but instead the amount of cream in the milk, if you just have half of the whole milk, you now have half milk.
The same concentration.
This man
Yeah,
is
yeah.
spending.
if we define whole milk not by the concentration, but
But by the amount of cream.
But by a completely useless parameter.
exactly, then we get half milk.
What is the standard unit of cream called, Josh?
Prom.
One Josh. No.
Prom?
One
Yeah,
whisk.
Individual prom.
One boy.
One boy.
No, I'm shutting that down. And our host, ladies and gentlemen, has his hands in his head in his hands right now.
Yeah.
Putting just refrigerated ice cream.
Oh. No. No. Definitely not.
It's like, you can have banana pudding. You cannot have banana ice cream.
Yes, you can. You can have banana ice cream.
Have you had banana ice cream?
I have. It is adequate. It's not the best.
It does
But-
not seem like it would work.
Banana ice cream, you know? It works. You don't put whole bananas in it, admittedly.
Why not?
Well, you can. That's a banana split. There you go. Banana ice cream.
Not banana ice cream, that's bananas with ice cream.
No, it's banana
Yeah.
on top of an ice cream.
But
What if?
Banana
what
pudding,
if-
there's like banana in the pudding.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, with pudding, yeah, you can also have like crazy different types of pudding. Like, isn't flan technically a type of pudding?
You have rice pudding. You can't have rice
Rice
ice cream.
Rice cream.
Rice cream, if you will.
you know what? Why hasn't this ever been thought of?
Yeah.
Going out, right. Patent it,
You know why.
ice cream.
Yeah.
We know
Chandler,
why.
okay. Where on the cream spectrum does rice cream fit in?
Oh,
Yeah.
God. Like a 6.5.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
So where does regular ice cream? You tell me ice cream is like 7?
Yeah, it's like a 7 because it's half ice, half cream.
Literally
God.
half ice, half cream. Well, judging by the word
Just
content.
pour ice and cream. I mean, that is essentially what you do if you just stir it around a lot. That's
Yeah,
how ice
it's
cream
like-
makers work.
They have those like shakeable ice cream makers that you just
Have you ever had homemade ice cream? It's great.
have. I've done the shaking.
Yeah.
You shake that cream out.
Exactly, yeah. Bro, I'm so good at that, I'll tell you. We had like one of the ball ones, you just like shake it up, get the
Yeah,
cream
shake.
out.
Shake it out, get the cream out of the ball.
Exactly, yeah. But like it was designed so that it was like a soft ball that you could kick around, you could give it to the kids and they would play with the ball and like as a soccer ball.
That sounds like a horrible idea. You don't need anyone kicking your balls.
Yeah, exactly.
Sounds like kind of a cool invention, actually.
Yeah.
Being serious.
It's good in concept, but it is slightly too solid, and you risk opening it while using
Yeah,
it.
exactly. If it opens, then it's just gone.
Yeah, and you just have ice and cream on grass. It's bad time.
I see. It needs to absorb some of the kick. Otherwise, you're just going to break it, right?
Exactly.
Momentum.
That's momentum for you.
There we go.
All right, moving on from cream balls. Boneless or bone-in?
Boneless.
Boneless for convenience,
Boneless.
bone in for taste.
Exactly, yeah.
You see, boneless for wings and bone in for pizza.
Oh,
I specifically requested bone in pizza.
Would you consider stuffed crust pizza to not be boneless?
No,
there's
it's got that's
pizza
cartilage.
bone.
That's not bone.
That is true.
That's the cartilage.
So a bone on pizza has to be something you can't eat.
Or I don't know. I kind of
Can you eat bones?
like
Can you ever eat bones?
a boneless
don't-
pizza.
Like
I
bone
don't think
broth.
so. True.
You can drink bones.
Yeah.
Or at least the essence
ever
of
eat a bone?
bones.
I mean, a pizza bone is like the crust, right?
I was thinking it was like that little table that comes in the middle of it in the pizza box. You know? 'Cause you can't eat that. It's like the one thing in a pizza box you can't eat.
I'll eat your pizza with
The
or
one
without
thing in
the
it, yep.
shell.
The sauce cup. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah. Would we consider the pizza box to be the bones?
Then the bones would be on the outside. It's like an exoskeleton.
Exactly. Pizza has an exoskeleton.
Oh, that's gross. It's like a
Yeah,
bug,
peel it off.
like a little
Yeah.
roach.
Yeah. And the table is the spine that goes from the middle.
Okay,
Go.
Pizza anatomy right there.
so there we go. Boneless.
Oh,
They've been trying to move on for so long.
all right.
Yeah, long story short, boneless wings. They're like chicken nuggets, but spicy.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen a tour guide frown?
Jeremy. I saw Jeremy sad before.
Every
Every time.
I just love that sentence in isolation. I've seen Jeremy sad before.
I mean, I don't know. You guys think he's happy all the time.
Reese only sees him when he's sad.
Yeah.
Oh my god. That's the title right there. I've seen
Yeah.
Jeremy sad before.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it.
That's the questions, no more.
That's the question. That's the answer.
Do you have any cardboard boxes?
Yes.
Too many.
We have like so many in the
Oh God, yeah.
we gotta get rid of those.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys
You've
live
had-
together,
Yeah.
Yes.
sleeping together,
We-
in the same apartment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've had like cardboard boxes in our kitchen for like the past semester.
We just need to take them down. Like they're just
Yeah.
it's right there. The recycling's right there.
I mean, I was expecting you to like either keep them to take stuff back and like package it back up.
No, I've got plenty of boxes for that.
Yeah, I mean, same. So we just have too many boxes.
Yes.
Riveting.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Socks
Crazy.
I mean,
or sandals?
Socks.
socks over
Socks.
No sandals.
100% socks.
Yeah.
Sandals aren't even good at the beach.
Yeah.
You take them off before you get
No,
to the beach.
Sandals all the way. Because socks, they just get dirty. And
Then you wash them, Reese.
yeah, they get dirty like instantly. Like
Not
you're
really.
walking around in socks, and then you're walking around in socks, and maybe you'll step on like some.
Do you
water,
vacuum
and then
your
it's
floor,
wet.
Reese?
And then it's like wet. Or you walk down. So like, what are you gonna use socks for? Specifically,
like-
when you want to walk around the house, and then you like say you walk in your kitchen, you step on like some, maybe there's like some water in there.
No, the thing is, you
should
don't walk
vacuum
into the
your floor, Reese.
You don't, Reese. You
My
don't
floor
walk
is
into the
clean.
kitchen.
I sweep my floor. Wait, what'd you say?
You don't walk into the kitchen. You run into the kitchen and then slide.
Slide.
And
Exactly.
slide.
That's what socks are for.
Exactly. That's why socks are
No,
superior.
I just keep my kitchen greased up, so.
It's just olive oil all over the floor.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. How did you know? It's because I'm Egyptian. We just have olive oil everywhere.
No, it's because we had that problem last year with the olive oil.
Want to tell them
Okay.
that story, John? Or let me tell you my experience. I'm like not in the apartment right now. I get a text from Josh that just says, "Hey guys, we're out of olive oil," and I'm like, okay. I don't know how he used all of the oil we had left because I had like half a bottle, but I guess he just like needed it for cooking or something. And then he said, also, there's glass shards on the floor and it's really slippery. And I'm like, God. Oh.
Some mysteries just solve themselves.
Yeah. So
And then,
what was?
tell them about Dan like 2 days later.
Wait, I don't remember what Dan said. I do remember how I.
Dan never said anything. He walked in 2 days later. We were both in the kitchen, me and Josh. He pulls out a bottle of olive oil and just squeezes it to show that it's plastic. And then he walks away.
Yeah, but no, this wasn't exactly my fault for what happened. So
Oh yeah.
so I was getting like ice cream or something out of the fridge, and I open the freezer door, and I'm like, oh cool, ice cream, and I close it. I turn around and I hear a smash on the floor behind me. So whoever had used the olive oil last had put it on the edge of the fridge. So I open the door, close it, and like me closing the door had enough force to make the olive oil yeet itself onto the floor. And we had like I think I had to use like 6 paper towels total because that's all we had to clean up the olive oil on the floor.
The floor was slippery
Yeah.
for like a week.
Clean it up.
Yeah, it was slippery until the end of that semester.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not kidding.
You guys never cleaned it up properly.
No, we
The
did.
entire-
It was still slippery.
Tried to.
Yeah.
Using what? Paper towels? Your socks when you walk in there? Just
Yeah.
absorb it with your socks?
So your socks get like, even more greased up. You can slide even further.
Oh,
Exactly.
I feel like that would stop you though. Like you
The
need
oil?
you need a dry, smooth surface. Slide over. No. We're the
Gotta
experts.
test this out. Josh, break out the olive oil.
That reminds me, I didn't eat lunch yet. Josh eating right now.
Blue
Alright,
cheese.
now comes the ASMR section of the video. The podcast.
Oh, let's
Where I eat my lunch. Sorry. Go ahead.
Blue cheese or green eggs?
Wait, what?
Blue cheese or green eggs?
I don't know about green eggs, but I have a livid hatred of blue cheese, so not blue cheese.
I
No,
love blue
Josh.
cheese. I love blue cheese.
Gosh, no. Blue cheese is incredible. Wait, so what's going on? Like, what? Is it the taste? Is it the texture? Is it just the fact that it's like fungus growing in there?
I ordered I think it was like a 6-cheese pizza, and I was just like going down the list of their cheeses, and I'm like, oh, I want this cheese, this cheese, this cheese. Oh, I've never had blue cheese before, and I picked blue cheese as well. And that was the only thing I could taste on the entire pizza, and I didn't like it.
That's your fault.
You're right, and I did.
Blue cheese is very
I'm blaming the blue
overpowering. I'll
cheese.
give you that.
Yeah.
It will overwhelm everything.
Hmm.
But it's a strong point, Josh. You gotta maybe put that shit in a salad if you want to overwhelm the horrible taste of all the vegetables in the salad.
That is true. Overwhelm a horrible taste
Vegetables
with another
don't
horrible
taste
taste.
that bad.
But you know what I mean.
Listen, a nice big old juicy slice of tomato, so good.
Okay.
True. I mean,
Well,
that's
you know what I mean.
more of a sandwich thing, though.
That's fair. But like, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan
Gotta
of
give it a
cherry
second.
tomatoes. I don't like how they burst in your mouth.
Okay.
Or you just think of that one scene from Lord of the Rings.
I have not seen Lord of the Rings.
Oh my god.
Josh, you want to watch Lord of the Rings?
Oh my. Okay. Can we just can we just watch it right now? We can
No,
just
we don't.
Blue Jeans call. I have
This is the
I have a special
podcast.
edition.
Yeah.
All right,
I mean,
all right,
check-
Daniel. Next week, wake up 8 a.m., watch as much of the Lord of the Rings we can.
With Peter, of course.
With you.
We were gonna get
Hydrate.
this. Yeah, we're gonna get your podcast shut down.
We'll do a few more.
just gonna-
Hydrate or die straight.
I hydrate.
Why would you ever want to
Hydrate.
die straight?
Thank you, Daniel, for including my lasting legacy.
Do you feel like you don't wear enough sunscreen?
Yes.
Yes.
Never.
Look at me.
Hang on. Yes.
All right, last one. Is
Wait,
Tanner
but
attractive?
you did say you wanted to high straight rather than die. So when you do die, you will you won't be straight.
Correct.
Is that what?
Yes.
Okay.
I will probably be in multiple places.
No. Okay. You just interpret it however you want. Okay.
Last one. Is Tanner attractive?
Hopefully.
He is more attractive now than he used to be. I will
Whoa.
not elaborate.
Whoa,
He
you
needs
gotta-
to-
Wait, what do you mean? What did he change? I will. You know, I'm gonna answer.
He
Tanner,
started working out, and he looks better now.
No, he was attractive before too.
He's been working out.
I said nothing about whether or not he was attractive before.
My
or
answer
attractive
is
now.
yes.
He's
I
been
just
working
know
out,
he has
Chandler.
increased.
For years.
What?
He didn't just start
no.
yesterday.
No, I mean like I think I first noticed it last year. And he
Josh?
looks better now than he did.
So when you noticed it, then he got more attractive in your mind.
Yes.
Mm. I see. You should lead with that, or he should lead with that. Tell him. Great
Did
question.
you ask that question when Tanner was on the podcast, Daniel?
Oh, of course.
No, Daniel upset Tanner. Why don't you tell that story, Daniel?
Not gonna get to that.
Great podcast.
Josh, we have to go.
Yeah, they gotta go. So
Yeah, we do have to go, like, right now.
Oh, all right.
all right, thanks for coming on.
Good podcast.